Welcome back, Reptile fam. This is Chris with Zenarch Reptiles. Hope you guys are keeping reptiles, breeding reptiles, and treating your reptiles amazing because they make amazing pets just like cats and dogs. If you guys are new here and you guys haven't subscribed, I look at my analytics. Most people have not subscribed to my channel. Only 30% of you guys have. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and also hit that like button. It really helps me out and gets my message out there. So guys, I'm going to do a video today that is kind of weird. I've done plenty of videos about how amazing African soft furs are. I still think African soft furs are amazing, but if you guys are thinking about getting into them, I'm going to talk about some cons of breeding African soft furs. Nothing is perfect. I think they're close as you can to get perfect for food for your reptiles, and they really work great for my ball pythons and my monitors. They all love them, but there is some cons, and I'm going to talk about those today. So let's get started right after this. Welcome back, everybody. So like I said before, African soft furs are amazing. I do love them, and I'll probably do a video about how amazing they are. But I'm talking about some things that I don't like about them, and you guys should have a clear mind going into breeding them. So letting you know that they actually are not perfect. There is no such thing as a perfect rat or food that you're growing for your reptiles, but I think is the closest you're going to get. But let's talk about some downfalls. And we're going to start with, I'm going to make a list of 5 things I don't like about them, and we're going to start with number 1. This is one of my biggest pet peeves about the African soft furs, is that they take longer to grow and they actually are not as useful when they're born. So when they're first born, they're really tiny, and the only thing they're probably going to be able to feed with them is probably, say, like a baby king snake, a baby corn snake, or baby western hognose. They are tiny. A lot of people say they're actually, I had this guy keep on saying that they're actually mice from Africa, but everything I've read that they're actually declared as a rat. They are not as big as a normal rat. Normal rats, their babies, are not big enough for a ball python, but you give them about a week and they're good for hatchlings. It's going to take about 2-3 weeks before they're useful for a hatchling, and so you have to feed them longer and let them grow up. That is kind of frustrating because I like the fact that, you know, the normals are so useful right away. The only thing I'm going to say about normals is that when they get big, like the breeding age, I don't know if any ball python can actually eat them. Maybe a female, a big, maybe 5,000, 6,000 gram female might be able to eat a large female, adult female, but they will not be able to eat a large male. It's not going to happen. Only thing I can actually feed those to is actually my boa, but my ball pythons cannot eat the large males, and 99% of them can't eat the large adult female normal rats. But your African soft furs never get too big for your ball pythons. Even the males and females I can actually feed to my ball pythons. This is not going to be about all the pros, but that is a pro about the African soft furs. But the con is that they take longer to grow and to be actually useful to feed for your ball pythons or your monitors and things like that. All right, let's talk about number 2. African soft furs are chewers, crazy chewers. Nothing like a normal rat, nothing like a gerbil, nothing like a hamster. These things are chewaholics. With a normal rat, I take a brick of like a 2x4 or something there, they'll chew it, and they're happy with that. African soft furs are escape artists, and they love to chew through bends. I've had so many escape through chew-throughs, it's crazy, it's annoying. They are a pain when it comes to chewing. The way I fix this is by buying professional grade tubs. I got them from Freedom Breeder, but I say Freedom Breeder, ARS, or even like the Reptile Basics tubs will actually stop them from chewing. I've never had one chew through those, but guys, they chew through water lines, they chew through everything. They are frustrating when it comes to chewing. So you gotta be careful where everything's put. They are crazy chewers, there's no way to put it. So they are escape artists, and they will chew through anything. So like I said, again, I had to use professional grade tubs to stop that. All right guys, let's talk about number 3. Some lines of African soft furs are biters. And the problem with that is, like, I have one colony that I've got from someone about 100 miles away that's super sweet. When it comes to African soft furs, certain ones are just mean. I don't know why. Normal rats, when I cleaned out the cage, I grabbed them, put them in a bin, and clean the cage out. These guys, sometimes I wear gloves because certain ones are just mean. They're just mean little boogers. They love to bite. They're like demons. We had one called Satan, and the reason why we called him Satan, he's passed now, but I put my hand in there and he would come and bite me. He wouldn't have to provoke him. He would come run up and start biting me. And I'll tell you right now, I've been bit about 3 times by normal rats, and it does not hold a candle to being bit by an African soft fur. African soft furs, when they bite, it hurts. I mean, I don't know what it is. It hurts so bad. I don't know if it's because they have small teeth, but it really, really hurts. And I've been bit by almost 3 times, and it didn't even come close to the pain that you get from African soft furs. So sometimes I wear gloves on certain lines. I'm trying to breed out the lines that are mean, and I've got a lot of them out. The really, really mean ones are gone. I just have some that are kind of ornery, and I have some really nice ones. But the problem is with African soft furs is that they're really hard to find. So you kind of get what you get. If you can find some nice ones, you should stick with them and start breeding them out and get rid of the other ones. And I'm slowly doing that, but they are biters and can be mean. Let's talk about number 4. One of the things I can't stand about them is that once you have a colony of African soft furs, so you take a female that's adult and you put them with a male that's sexual mature, you cannot add any more to that colony because they will kill each other. It's really frustrating. So you have to grow the colony within. You can put males together before they made a colony. You can let them grow up and keep them together. But once a female decides that there's a colony, you can't add to it. It's really frustrating. And I'll add another one in here too, real quick, is that they are so bouncy and fast. If they get out, it's really hard to catch them. They are frustrating. So if they get out, your only way to catch them probably is either with a mouse trap or let a cat loose in your reptile room. I find that frustrating because these things are so lightning fast, and it also makes it frustrating for feeding time because, like, when you have normal rats, you grab them, throw them in the tub, you're good. These guys, you got to catch them, and I mean, they are like the Flash. They are so fast, and I have to wear gloves to catch them and throw them in the thing, so it's really frustrating that way. So it makes feeding time a little more frustrating. But again, guys, I'm not trying to say these guys are all bad. I think they're the closest you're going to get to being perfect for breeding reptiles, and for your ball pythons and your monitors. But nothing's perfect. There is always some issues, and I just want to let you guys know what you're getting into before you guys start breeding these things. But yeah, they're so fast and they're lightning speed. Not exaggeration. You'll see them running. It'll kind of blow your mind. They are super, super fast, and when they get out, it's really annoying. All right, guys, let's do the last one, and it's number 1. They are legal in certain states, which is kind of frustrating because they're hard to get that way because you cannot ship them. They cannot fly in a plane to someplace else because a lot of states don't allow them in there. So I think Georgia, I know California, and I know that Puerto Rico don't allow African soft furs. I know people in California that have them. I'm not going to mention their names, but they do. And I know people in all these states that have them, but they are illegal there. And I know Oregon, I can get them. I know people that drive down to Oregon. They have a show there, a reptile show. It hasn't happened for a while because of what's going on with all the pandemic. But when the show was there, people would drive down there and pick up African soft furs. That, like I said, they're hard to find. It took me almost 2 years to find mine. I mean, I had to drive clear across to the other side of Washington to get my first African soft fur. I did find some that about an hour away eventually, but I mean, I was all these different forums, all these different things. They're just hard to find. Once you find them, you're golden. And that's another thing is, like, if you get a mean colony, you're kind of stuck with them. If you get a nice colony, that's great, and you can just breed them. That's the problem I find with African soft furs is that they're super hard to find, guys. And I get people ask me all the time, how do I how did I find mine? And I had to join a Facebook group. I keep on posting all the time. Does anybody know where I can get some African softeners? You know, they probably got tired of me on this group because I did it over and over and over again. But I finally found someone respond to me. That's why it took a long time to get them. They finally responded to me, and I said, yeah, I'll take them. And I drove over there immediately to go get them because they're so hard to find, can't be shipped, and they're illegal in a lot of states. But once you get that colony and get it going, it's worth it, guys. I mean, another thing is they're not as easy to breed as normals, but that don't mean they're hard. They just need a few more things than normals do. Normals, you take two normals, you put a male and female, they'll breed. Even in cold weather, they'll breed. They won't breed as fast, but they'll always breed. Where African softeners need a certain temperature, a certain protein. They're just a little bit harder, but actually, once you dial it in, they breed better than the normals. But there's just a few requirements, and they're not that hard. But when you first get them, people always say, well, they're not breeding. It's because you're just one of these few things you're not doing right. But anyways, guys, that's what it is. I just want to let you guys know what you're getting into. They're not perfect, but nothing is. I think they're definitely worth it. I think the pros definitely outweigh the cons, and I'll probably do a video about the pros next week. But guys, definitely love my African softeners. But you know, I just want to be truthful that they're not perfect. Anyways, guys, if you guys wouldn't mind, check out some of the other videos right here. Also, hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching my videos, being part of my family. Thank you for being part of my channel. I will see you next time. Love you guys. Peace.